Hello, everyone. My name is Fadari. Welcome to another section of our BOFAD Fadinvest training section. So, like we discussed earlier, we identified the actions to take, to be able to be profitable in forex trading. Now I want to take you through some of the reports and the information that we provide and how those informations are updated and how they can help to predict the direction of the market. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen now and we'll be able to discuss the first template today. So I hope you can see my screen. Yeah. So this report is what we call the new BOFAD monthly report. So as you can see here, it has the daily the prices. So let me take you to the beginning of the page. So here we have the currency name. So you can see the JPY, USD, Euro UD, Euro GBP. So we have the overall. So here is the overall. So the overall is the history of inception. That's about 4 or 5 years ago. So this is the overall. So this is the highest overall, and this is the lowest overall. Okay. But this one is for the current month. So this is the highest and the lowest for the current month. So remember, our current month is April, as you can see here. So this is what this entails. So although this report, as you can see here, this date is 18th. So these are started since what's it called? Started since March. So usually what I do is um so let me show you what I do. So I'm going to recopy. So what I do is that towards the end of every previous month, I get a new report and then I'm able to copy and paste those reports easily on the new month template. So usually start the new month around 22nd, 23rd, 24th, like that, okay, to reduce the body. So you can see here, I've started the new month on the 24th downwards. So in order also, you see here, this place is always green, okay. This column T is always green in most cases, okay, when we start the month. So sometimes as well, when we start, we refresh again because the market, you can see again, is now green again on the 30th. So I had to refresh again on the 30th. And I think I also refreshed again, probably on the 2nd, on the 1st. You can see here, I had to refresh again on the 1st. Okay, so that is it. So it's just to help beginning of the month to identify the market decision and direction accurately. So now I want to update the report for the third. So usually it's because the third is a weekend, so I can easily update the report of the third um, on on the next day. So, but if not, I'm supposed to be updating those reports every evening of the day of the transaction. So, which means the second report was done on on the evening of the second. So that's the way. So every night the reports will be updated. So that's how. So for today, so today now, so what happens is this, like I told you, this is for the year, for the history, and this is for the current month. So the last side to change is the side that is in yellow. So the side that is in white is the static position. So if you see a white for 2 or 3 days, then it means the market, that price will be our lockup position. So you can see here, and it also gives us the direction from this side, which is column N. So once you're able to put the prices there, it tells us whether the market is a buy or a sell, and we can be able to confidently depend on that and take action. Okay, so that is the plan. So for now, AUDJPY. So AUDJPY, let me update the prices. So for AUDJPY, as the market continues, we will be able to expand from all sides. Okay. So if the market prices goes up in the course of the month, then we go to the right side and we expand and we take the bid. And if it goes on the left side, we expand as well and take the bid. So that is how we'll be able to do, or that is how we do in order to get our reports updated. Okay. So for example now, look at AUD JPY. The price is, the last price is 109.8. Okay, and the highest price is 110.4. That you can go and see online. So you can see here, this one is 110.3. So we increase it to 110.4. So the highest price for the month has moved upwards to 110.4. The lowest still remains the same. So because it's the side that is changing, that's why it's in yellow. So if the low side is the one that is going to change, then we change the coloring from the white to the yellow. Okay. So that's how we are going to do for everything. So this has reduced to 0.69. The lowest is 0.688. There is actually 1.67. So that you can always see from the report. Okay. So let me also do something to show you an example or some example of how the report or how the prices are being obtained and what we use, how we get them effectively. Okay. So I'm going to take a screenshot and send of the price, market prices. I'm going to take a screenshot and send. So I'm going to take a screenshot. So, okay, so just hold on. Let me get the market. Okay, I think I can. So let me get the market. Yeah. So so I'm doing the updates now. I don't want to bore you too much. Okay. So like I told you, once the prices are changing. So for example, silver, the current price of silver now is 73. So the highest is also 73 and the lowest is, so this has not changed. Okay, so USD CHF 0.8, 0.799, 159.5. Okay, Okay, so this one, the high price has changed to 155, 150, oh, 159.9. Oh, sorry, the current 159.7 is the current price. And the highest is 159.9. Sorry, this is 0.801. Yeah, so 23.26. The I change, no, the I is still 346. Okay, 0.96. So we are able to get that this 0.962 from MQL database, meta quotes, okay, online. So that's how you get those prices. Okay. So once you get those prices, all you need to do is to update this report. That's all. Okay. And see if the prices change like I told you. So just adjust any of the ones that the prices has changed in order to reflect the more recent prices. So that's what we do. 39, right, and 79. So you can see this one, the price has reduced 2.791. Okay, that's 199.1. And finally, 1.914. Yeah. So this is the our complete. Okay, so this is our complete report for this. So you can see here some of them based on those current prices, some of them has given us the direction and the action to take, whether the market is buying or whether the market is selling. Okay, so for those buying, it means that based on this current price, the market is in a buy range, so which means the market is going upwards. And then what that means is that these prices may also continue to grow. Okay, so any of the sides that is in yellow is used to measure the direction of the market once it gives us the direction. So when it's in a sell, then it means that it's moving towards the yellow side if it's already a yellow, but if it's in white, then that means it's likely that it wants to change direction from the old yellow and bring it to a new yellow, which is the current white. Okay, so that is the plan. So all the information, so this information based on this data will now help us to take correct decision whether to buy or to sell. Okay, so as we input the data, as we input the information, the decisions begin to emanate, and then it gives us whether to buy or to sell. So here we now have the current prices at the end of the day. Okay, so by another day again, all we're going to do is copy this to the next page, change the date, and then begin a new update. Okay, so currently now, because of these changes, so this is the high and low. So here on this report, we have the monthly high and low update here. So on the monthly high and low update, you can see here, we are now going to paste that figure here. So this is the highest and lowest for the month so far. So we have January, highest and lowest for January. We have February, we have March, and now we have April. So based on that, we are able to use this to monitor the direction of the market, whether the market is going upwards or is coming downwards. Okay, so that's the logic, and that's how the information is being used to identify the direction of the market. Okay, so that's that. So you can see here tells us, then we copy the current price here. So this also, so this is where the current price is. So I'm going to copy the current price from this place into this place, and then it's also going to tell me the action of the market based on the prediction so far for the long term. So this is actually for our long-term projection. Okay, so this for our long-term projection, and then it tells us, it gives us an idea of what is happening to the markets. Okay, so how do I know what action to take or what information that this has brought to me? So I'm going to show you here. So here you can see here it's telling me a buy here and it's telling me a sell. So what does that mean? The current price is 109.8. From these three figures that I have computed here, I have 109.15, I have 109, I have 108.7. So what this means is that according to this information, based on the current price, the market current price is above all these three prices. So it means that the market is a buy. Okay. And then if the market wants to reverse direction for the long term, we are looking at a sell decision for the long term. Okay. So anyone that you see decision here currently is for the long term. Okay, so especially after the month of May. Okay, so once by the end of April, this is going to be locked up fully. So by the end of April, it's either the market continue in this direction or the market changes direction towards the alternative. So if it continues in the direction, then it means that it's going to grow further, or else it's going to take the alternative direction. So that is what we just need to key in and monitor. But then these prices that we have here will also help us to identify whether the market is still going towards that direction or the market is changing direction. So for example, look at FTSE here now. The current price is 10,459. Is a buy because it's above these three prices. So if the market should come below these three prices, then what that means is that the market is changing from a buy to a sell, and then we take action. Okay, so don't worry about that. All you just need to do is understand how to update and also understand how to need to take the trades, and then all this will um will begin to learn how to interpret this report, and then this report is now going to help us to take correct action that we need to take. Okay, so you can see here, this is the current direction of the market. So for now, AUD is a buy, Euro AUD is a sell, Euro USD is a sell, FTSE is a buy, GBP USD is a sell, Nasdaq is a sell, New Zealand USD is a sell, crude oil is a buy. Can you see? S&P 500 is a sell, USD CHF is a buy, USD JPY is a buy, DAX is a sell, AED card is a buy, Euro card is a sell, GBP card is a sell, USD card is a buy, New Zealand card is a sell, and GBP AUD is a sell. So out of these 26 products, let's see how many products already give us a direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 products. So we already have 18 products from this list of 26 that already has given us a direction as at April 2026. So what is going to happen for the rest of the year. So what is going to happen for the rest of the year is that the market can continue in this direction for the rest of the year, or the market can decide to change direction. Okay. So if the market changes direction, then it means that it's going to change from a buy to a sell. And that will now affect our action, or that will help us in our action to take. So in order to do that, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just thought about it now. So because not everyone has given us, so we are going to identify the first direction. Okay. So that first direction is what I'm going to put here. Okay. So first direction, you can see here. So the first direction is what I put here. Okay. So, okay, let me even put it on both sides. That makes it. So first, you can see. So anyone, so based on all this that has already given us, so I'm going to copy and paste there so that we'll be able to know whether the market is still on that direction. Sorry, is to know whether the market is still on that direction, or the market has changed. Okay. So I'm going to copy all this now. Pasting it here, and see that. So this is the first direction according to the theory. Okay. So if this changes from this, then I know that the market, so let me just color it yellow, or a color that will blend together here. So, which is what is going to use to control it. So this column and this column, once they change direction, then we know that the market is going for the opposite side for the rest of the year. Okay, so that's what we're going to achieve with this. So this is just to help us to know when the market is moving and to enter the market. So once the market changes direction, we come here to identify the best entry point from this information, and then we take action. Okay, so this price already there, automated, so giving us an insight into when to enter the market at the right time. So that is the plan. Okay, so this is what this is all about. So the BOFAD monthly report. Okay, thank you very much and have a great time. I cheers and see you in the other series. Bye.